Hi y'all, it's Jaco here, back with another top-ranked Colonist game as Coach O. Right now, I'm tied for 5th place on the season with just a little over 1 day to go. Just a few games away from getting up to number 1. Really excited for this end-of-season push, and hopefully I'll be able to get to the top and post some more interesting games. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in so far. Hope you've been enjoying the content. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, here we go. Going to be playing from 4th position again. Right away, I'm seeing the 6-4-9 at the bottom, the 5-9-10 kind of bottom right. Also a 5-9-10, 6-5-9, 8-5-10 clump on the left. Hopefully one of those 4 spots will be open. If not, probably going to wind up going something like 6-9-12 plus an 8-4-3. I don't think we're going to be in too rough of shape placing in 4th position here. But let's see what the players in front of us decide to do. Red decides to take the 6-5-9 and points towards the brick port. That could be risky, but I think it's unlikely that whoever takes the 8-5-10 would be able to start with a road and make sure that red does not start with a road. Even though the brick port might not be as useful to the person starting with the 8-5-10, the 9 or spot definitely would be useful. 6-9-4 goes next, hoping to get the wheat port. I don't mind that pick. The 6-9-4 does feel a little bit similar to the 8-5-10 or 8-5-4 spot. So I think that's the only thing, only downside of it. I think the 5-9-10 on the right is probably going to get taken next. There's lots of wheat. There's multiple wheat and wood spots, that blue will be able to get coming back. So, although I may wind up taking the 5-8-4 and 8-3-10, if I do that, it kind of locks up the board a little bit more, as a lot of settlements will be 3 away from each other. And I just want to make sure that I'm not someone who's going to get punished for doing that by having one of my expansion spots get taken. If I took the 8-5-10 on the left and the 8-3-10, I think blue would be wanting the 5-4-11. Would orange definitely take the 6-3-11? Okay, I could be risky and decide to try and get to the 9-10 in brickport. And I think there's a better than 50-50 chance that I would be able to do it, but I don't think that I need to take the risk. If I take the 8-5-4 and 8-3-10, I don't know what blue would take. Orange would take something with brick. Red could definitely take the 8-10, 3-1. Okay, I'm going to take the 8-5-10, and I'm still thinking about where I'm going to place my road. But I think the 8-5-10 is the right pick regardless. The spot I need to worry about orange or blue taking to not cover up the starting road spots would be the 8-4-3, or also the 6-3-11 with sheep instead of brick. No! I let my time run out. That's a big mistake. I needed to make either decision, but that's the worst way to go. Because now I'm going to get plowed. Oh, man. calling out my mistake in the chat. Yeah, that's really rough. The a3-10 is going to be the best spot for me. Hopefully I can come back from that, but I think that's just going to be a dead road, even in the best case scenario. And the 4-5-11 doesn't really make sense for me. Would I ever want the 6-3-11 instead? No, let's take this. Big mistake, maybe feeling the pressure a little bit of being in the top 5 this late in the season. But yeah, whoever takes the 5-4-11, even if the 8-4-3 doesn't get picked, which it will, then I would be plowed by the player taking the 4-5-11. My one saving grace, or one of them, is that, and again, the road to the right, there's no chance it helps me. Like 0.0001%. But if I get a 10, because my roads are coordinated, I could still plow red to the brick port. And I did make the decision that I was going to be bold and point up instead of pointing left and taking the safe 3-1 port. Okay, so blue, that has a chance at being, no. Yeah. Actually, no, because red still takes the 8-4-3, so it's moot that blue decides to point up with their road. Everyone's starting with a road except for red here. Yeah. What a bummer. That's okay. Definitely still plenty of game left. Having a dead road is an obstacle, a disadvantage that I've placed upon myself, but does not mean that the game is over by any stretch. Just really silly to have let that happen. Timing out on a road pick after I had so long to make a decision. If this trade is out there, I don't want red to get it. And it's not out there, so just going to go ahead and pass. I really would like to get to the 9-10. I think that's my best chance at coming back into this game. I'm going to try and embargo to stop. Okay, now I just need a brick. Okay, I have the plow in hand. I could have gotten 2 cards from orange. Okay, so we do get to plow and we get a 10. I should have gotten an extra wood from orange. So already 2 mistakes this game. And pretty big ones, honestly. I could have at least asked. I was just so focused on the brick was so good for me that I wasn't thinking about what orange would be willing to do. But we're in this game getting to the 9-10, even with those mistakes. I'm still a little bit behind, but I've played from behind before, and you can still win from behind. All that matters is getting to 10 first. It doesn't matter getting to any number of points before 10. Just like blue is going to try and triple up on the 5. Going to the 8. See if we can get a sheep trade. There hasn't been an 8. I don't think, because, yeah, I think the 2 starting sheep have been played. No. I don't know. Regardless, not going to get it this turn. Unfortunately, both an 8 and a 10 would put us at risk of 7ing out. I should have played a road to the 8-4. To the woodport. Unless... Okay. Any sheep? If not, I'm going to 4-for-1 my wood for an ore. I don't want to 4-for-1 for sheep, especially with the 9 blocked. The question is, do I want to build a road to the 8-4, or do I want to hope that I can get the 3-4-11? I think I'm going to pass because I want the 3-4-11 if I can get it. And again, I talked about this in an earlier game, but while you're behind, it's more likely that it's a good idea to take risks of 7ing out than it is while you're ahead. Because you want to be able to use your resources as efficiently as possible while you're behind. And if you're building a road that potentially is not where you would have wanted it to go, and you're able to decide when you have, let's say, 9 or 11 cards instead of 7, what to do at a point in time, then you're more likely to make decisions that are better. And yeah, we wouldn't be able to settle this turn if we'd built a road then. Okay, even though the 9 is blocked, I'm still going to go ahead and settle. This doubles up the 10 wood, so a 10 and an 8 gets us a road settle. And, the knight can move at any time. Would I take 3 cards for an ore? Orange's setup is quite good right now with the wheat port. I could also try and get to the 9-12 before orange does. That would help me with road. Blue's going to be fighting for road as well. Okay. I have a road settle now. Could I get a wood? Orange is offering the non-block. I'll take it. I'm going to go ahead and plow to the 9-12. All right. So as soon as that knight moves, we've now somehow gotten really good ore production, which is great. Okay. We offer the ore for non-block. I think it's worth it to not have that. No, you know what? Because it was already on the 9, I shouldn't have taken that. Because blocking the 5 wheat, like, I don't think that black would have blocked the 10 wood. Maybe they would have, but I offered orange a non-block, but they don't say it. I thought the bot was going to pick their... Red has an ore. I have to go for the ore. 1 and 3. 2 and 6, I mean. Pretty much the same thing. And I'm going to go ahead and buy a development card. 4 is blocked. That's pretty nice. Blocking the 4 wood also helps us be more likely to get road. And no one's... Okay, orange is starting to make a play for army. There's our city. This is going really well. I think I want to city the 8-3-10 on the left. Especially with that ore roll. Because getting 2 roads every 10 is really big. And I don't think the 8 sheep is going to get blocked as much as it should. Okay, 10 bricks going to get blocked now by black. I definitely don't think it would have been a good idea to build a road on this turn. Looks like orange did not get a knight again. Actually, I'm not planning on going to the 8-4. And I'm not taking any trade with orange that helps orange buy a development card. Okay. We've come back from some really bad early mistakes. And I will take that trade with blue if blue takes it with me. I'm willing to even get plowed in order to buy a development card that turn. Okay. What do I want to do here? Okay, I cannot road settle. I can buy another city. Maybe I should buy another city instead of buying another development card. But I think it's just a good idea to go ahead and buy another development card. This is risky. It's normally not a good idea to try and go for both road and army. But I actually think that it's a good idea here. We get a victory point. So we aren't going to use a knight this turn. And I'm going to hold my cards the way that they are. I might not be going for army anymore. Oh. Okay. Have to discard 4 cards. I think the wood is the least valuable to us. I thought about trading 4 wood in instead of 2 brick when I was buying the development card. But I think this was a fine play. I'm planning on blocking the 4 wood again, just to help with my army chances. The other thing I could have done that last turn was just buy a bunch of roads and kind of lock road, which honestly, maybe that was the right play. I think blue is my main competition right now. Red's going for army. Okay, we get a brick. I think with this hand that I'm just going to go ahead and hold. There's a decent chance at a mono. If a mono comes, I can't do anything about the wheat. Can I get a trade? I don't think I can. And I don't think I want to play road. Maybe I should have just taken road that last turn when I had all of the cards. I guess that was 2 turns ago. Because we're not going to get army. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. Yeah, red should be able to get army, which if it's not going to be me, I would prefer it to be red. Interesting. Orange solo blocks blue. Guessing the 9 is going to get blocked now. Knowing that blue's getting this sheep to block what blue would have blocked anyway. Okay. Let's think now. I still do not have road and the settlement. Okay, I'm going to do... No, I really don't like any of my options right now. So with that being said, I'm just going to get down to 7 cards. No, okay. And see what I can do with my next turn. Okay, I get the ore stolen on the 4-1. So that's a little annoying. Okay. I like where I'm at right now, especially with orange blocking blue. Don't want to give that trade. I think the right play when I bought a development card was to city and deport more of my hand to get the city on the 8-5-10. Please don't steal an ore. Why did I say anything? Okay, that's a really good roll. What do we want to do with it? We can road settle to the 3-1 port. What would we have left? We'd have 2 brick. We could road settle. I think this is the win, actually. Am I counting this right? This becomes... Yeah, that's good game. Okay, road. We have longest road. Now we settle and city. A 4-point turn to end it. And continue to climb up the leaderboard. That's 7 wins out of 9, I believe. And yeah, another win. Really nice how I was able to get to the 9-10 and then again to the 9-12. Overcame those early mistakes. You never want to count yourself out in a game of Catan. And even though I let the bot pick the worst possible starting road for me, and then I think I didn't play... Oh, that's right. I could have gotten an extra wood from orange in a trade, and I just didn't take advantage of it. But I was able to get orange to trade me the self plow, and I'm sure that I high rolled. There were a lot of 10s that game, so yeah, definitely lucky there. But there are some games with good dice, some games with bad dice. Let's see, I'm up to, it was 1937 now, I believe, which is well within the top 5. But it's exactly number 5, so I'm a full game clear of 6th now. I've kind of broken into that tier with the second place through 5th place. One more win probably gets me to 3rd. I think 3 more wins gets me to 1st. Other players could always lose, other players could always win. But yeah, it's going super well, and hopefully I'm able to continue winning games, getting to the top of the leaderboard with these last 28 hours and 6 minutes. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever time it may be.